Alright guys, welcome to Mud Road. We got some combat footage. I want to respond to two quick commenters, and I want to ask you guys to let me know about the sound that I'm producing right now. I switched positions, so I have a wall behind me now, and the sound I think is bouncing back off the wall. So give me some input on what you think about that. So we're going to get straight to the show. Put me in the corner. First comment, I'm not going to read it because it's long, but I'm going to comment on it. Surreal World News. He has a good channel. I suggest you go over check it out and subscribe if you want to. I had talked about the Crimea Bridge not being a terrorist attack. After reading Surreal's comment and after the latest attack in Moscow by Ukrainian drones, I'm starting to think, yes, I think Surreal, I'm wrong. Remember, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong or when I believe I'm wrong, and that you are correct. The attack on the Crimea Bridge was a terrorist attack, an attempt to frighten the the Russian people. I think that the war has gone so badly that the Ukrainians now are just lashing out and they are blatantly attacking civilian targets. I think they may be wanting to try to provoke Russia to do something rash, something just unbelievably destructive, that it may encourage the Western the NATO nations to intervene in some form. Also, Michael Lowry down here, he says, Mudrogue, it's about credibility. There is more than enough misinformation without this. And Michael, you are correct. Michael called me out. I was like a little bit like, when my regular viewers call me out. But I told you, I think it is important to not allow your ego and pride to limit you from admitting when you made a mistake. Michael called me out on the error. Well done, Michael. On the Gonzalo Lira story, I used a clip from the first time Gonzalo Lira was arrested that Scott Ritter had put out that he believed Gonzalo Lira had been tortured and murdered. Turns out that is from the first time he got arrested, not from this time he's got arrested. Thanks. Based on his correction, then I likewise have to correct my analysis. If they arrested him before and didn't torture and murder him, then I am hopeful that that has not happened yet and that Gonzalo's still alive and that we need to pray and hope for his release. Now, the video you're going to see next is an alleged video of a Russian soldier, alleged, of course, for the YouTube, just demolishing an entire Ukrainian armor column. All right, in this video, what we're looking at is one single Russian tank took out a crap load, I forget the exact number, of Ukrainian armor, of both tanks and other sorts of troop carriers. I mean, it was just incredible. He used his brain. He basically did the bottleneck of the Spartan 300.
This is where we fight! This is where they die!
They were coming down this road into one spot. He got them in the right position. They bottled up. They began to disperse out into a minefield. So with the combination of the precise firing and a minefield, he wiped out. This guy has to be a national hero in Russia. First, the balls, the courage, the fortitude to just take it to the enemy when you know you are massively outnumbered. It's possible he thought, you know what? If I run, they're going to get me. So screw it. I'm going to take as many of them as I can with me. And holy moly, he took them all with him. He just crapped all over them. I'm going to let the video play behind me as I talk a little bit more about the combat situation in Ukraine. All right there. So I took myself off the screen so you can see the combat footage in front of you while it's happening. I am finding a lot of this footage all over the internet. I had mentioned once, one of the Alexanders over on the Duran had said the same thing. No matter what the propaganda media is telling you, social media in this day and age will reveal the truth. And when you go out there, even on the pro-Ukrainian sites, you will find video after video after video of the Russians destroying Ukrainian units, tank units, and soldiers. It is just, there are so much out there. There is footage of Russian units being destroyed, but not to the extent that the Ukrainians are just being slaughtered. Right. Take a look at this. So as you're seeing, the units are coming up to the bottleneck I told you about. They can't quite disperse out. Maybe they knew, maybe they didn't, that there was that they were in a minefield. But once the one Russian tank got them in this position, they had to move parallel or so to their position in order to avoid getting kaboomed by this brave Russian soldier. I jumped it up ahead a bit. As you can tell already from the smoke, he's taking out. It looks like he took out one armored vehicle, and that was, I don't know. I'm not sure if that was a artillery shell or a landmine, but that he took out another one right there. So to the lower part of the screen, you see there's two burning Ukrainian vehicles. Looks like they took a hit at him. Nothing. It didn't shake him at all. This guy has he has golden steel nuts for what he's doing. And they keep coming at him, but it's not helping him any. I read different comments. I mean, this guy is fearless. He's not scared of nothing. He's just bringing it. Oh, my God. Looks like he got a mine and he hit another one. So that was the two just went out right there. Oh, another one. There goes another one. So he's demolishing. This one guy is demolishing this entire unit of Ukrainians. He's sending them to the Ukrainian down below. So here we're going to see one of the UAV terrorist attack that allegedly Ukraine committed on the city of Moscow on civilians in Moscow. Right, this is something Ukraine said they wouldn't do. Now, I read online, some people are claiming that Russia is killing and attacking its own citizens. Again, I'm sick and tired of the imbeciles that believe what the White House says, believes what the Pentagon says, and believe what the mainstream media said. Let's take a look at this video. All right, here we have another video of I believe it's the same attack. In total, 3 drones from Ukraine allegedly struck the civilian city of Moscow and struck civilian targets. There you are again. Again, if you're an imbecile, you're a freaking idiot. You're an idiot. You're a fool. You're supporting a terrorist state. Right? In none of the videos that I have seen, nothing has Russia ever purposely targeted a civilian target in Ukraine. Many of the targets that are hit, civilian targets that are hitting Ukraine, are Ukrainian anti-aircraft fire that falls back to the ground. So this is just ludicrous. But again, you freaking idiots. I'm so pissed at pro-Ukrainians and American normies who are just so stupid. Honestly, you're a stupid idiot. Stupid. Go look in the freaking mirror and you'll see the face of a freaking idiot. That's what you are. You're an idiot if you don't accept the truth that you are supporting a terrorist state. That's my opinion. That's alleged because I have to say it for the YouTube because I'm not allowed to tell you the truth bluntly and clearly, which in my own way I think I just did. Now, in regard to Ukraine acquiring F-16s, that is a pipe dream. That is not going to be a game changer. Let's listen to this bozo, General Milley, who doesn't know anything in comparison to me.
The real problem is the minefields. It's not right now the air power. Now, having said that, just do a quick math drill here. 10 F-16s are $2 billion. So the Russians have hundreds of 4th and 5th generation.
Ukraine isn't going to get hundreds of F-16s. Tops, they may get 30. Russia has hundreds of top generation fighters, not old fighters like the F-16s.
Airframes. So if they're going to try to match the Russians 1-for-1 or even 2-to-1, you're talking about a large number of aircraft. That's going to take years to train the pilots, years to do the maintenance and sustainment.
Basically, it's not going to happen. It's just not. This whole thing that F-16s would change the war for Ukraine, it's not. Time and time again, the game changers, I'm just sick and tired of hearing pro-Ukrainians talk about this game changer and that game changer. Why don't you finally admit you have lost the war and it's only a matter of time before Russia gifts wrap that pile of manure and sends it back to Brussels to NATO. So guys, I'm going to finish off with something a little unique. I know I have female viewers. Believe me, I'm a gentleman, but this is pretty much a guy channel, and we guys sometimes howl at the moon. Here we have a United Nations official, supposedly in Tel Aviv, Israel, and he is enjoying the perks of service to the United Nations. So I'm going to leave you with this video. Let me know down in the comments what do you think about service to the UN. Is this guy doing his job properly? Is he carrying out the human relations aspect of the job well?
fight.